All right, guys, welcome back to another reaction video. My name is Stella.
And I'm Hayley.
And today we're going to be reacting to Dune. So somehow, miraculously, neither of us have seen this movie, despite it being like a huge blockbuster hit. And also, I've managed to escape pretty much all major plot points and spoilers about this movie. I don't know anything about the book. I've never seen the original, and I don't know if I'm alone in that. Hayley, do you know anything about it? Maybe a little more than me.
I know Timothée Chalamet's in it.
Timothée Chalamet, and Zendaya has like a bit part, and
yes,
I think is not in it as much as people thought. That's pretty much all I know. So yeah, I've seen all the major stuff, obviously there was a whole lot of buzz when this movie came out, but I don't know anything about the world or the plot, so we're going in pretty much blind as to the content of the movie. But yeah, as always, the full-length reaction will be up on our Patreon, along with early access to next week's reaction, which is probably going to be Terminator. Yes, head on over to our Patreon for early access to that. And as always, thank you guys so much for being here and joining us and watching, and let's just get into Dune. Excuse me? Sounded like throat singing. People were really hyped about the soundtrack for this, right?
Were they?
The music. I think is it Hans Zimmer? It's somebody very, very big in the composing world.
My planet Arrakis is so beautiful. At nightfall, the spice harvesters land. These outsiders, the Harkonnen, by controlling spice production, they became obscenely rich.
Oh, it's Dave Bautista. What's he doing here? I think there are a lot of really famous people in this movie.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Our warriors couldn't free Arrakis from the Harkonnens. One day, by imperial decree, they were gone.
There's so much world building being thrown at us.
Yeah.
Father wants you in full dress before the Emperor's herald arrives.
Why do we have to go through all this when it's already been decided?
Ceremony?
Oh, it's Rebecca Ferguson.
Mm-hmm.
If you want it, make me give it to you.
I have no idea what's going on. I feel like so much is being thrown at us at once.
This feels like going into like Star Wars
Continue
completely
economy.
blind. Like picking up Star Wars in the middle. I'm like, I don't know the rules of this universe. I need like all the backstory.
Give me the water.
What?
He's got like, I don't know, magic persuasion whispers. I don't know.
Almost. Their Jesuit skills take years to learn, Paul. More dreams?
He's dreaming of Zendaya.
Aren't
this
we
is
all?
literal relatable content.
So relatable.
Make life outside the cities of Arrakis truly hostile. Sandstorms powerful enough to cut through metal. Native tribes known as the Fremen have adapted well enough to survive. The Fremen share the deep desert with the giant sandworms, known to the Fremen as Shai Hulud.
I know about these guys. Sandworms. I've heard of this in my brain. I don't know what they look like.
Eyes of Ibad.
They're throwing so many names at me right now. Fremen, Akakas, the eyes of something.
Spice is the sacred hallucinogen which preserves life. The Imperium, spice is used to find safe paths between the stars, making it by far the most valuable substance.
Okay, so even spice doesn't mean what I think it means. Even that's something totally, totally different.
I don't know if I was expecting this like really super futuristic space stuff.
I mean, I knew it was otherworldly. I guess I didn't know that it was the future. From what I can tell, it's a very highly stylized, like, franchise.
Yes.
You know, and I think the world building is what draws a lot of people to it.
Oscar Isaac!
Sorry.
No, that is an appropriate reaction when you see Oscar Isaac.
No, I have like an out-of-body experience every time I look at him.
Is that
and
Josh
Brolin, man.
Brolin?
We've got everybody. Everybody's in this movie.
3 guild navigators, a total of 1.46 million, 62 salaries round trip.
Oh, that was kind of creepy.
The Emperor has spoken. House Atreides shall we take control of Arrakis. The Emperor asks us to bring peace to Arrakis. House Atreides accepts.
There's so many questionable looks all around.
I've kind of resigned myself to just being confused this whole time. I have a strong sense that I'm going to be pretty lost for most of this.
Duncan.
Oh boy.
Hey. So you're going to Arrakis tomorrow with the advanced team?
Jason Momoa?
Everybody's
God.
going to
Take me
be.
with you.
It's too bad, because no.
Duncan.
His name is Paul? Like, Timothée Chalamet's character is Paul?
Can I trust you with something?
Yeah, everyone else has
Always
strange
you know
names.
that.
Yeah, I was like, everyone else has a really cool name, and he's just Paul.
I've been having dreams about Arrakis and the Fremen. I saw you with the Fremen.
Oh.
I saw you lying dead, fallen in battle.
Dreams make good stories. But everything important happens when we're awake. You want some muscle?
I did?
No.
So if they're not on Arrakis, what planet are they on?
I think that Arrakis is this desert planet that we saw in the beginning.
In the beginning, yeah. So they're somewhere
I don't
else.
know what the name of, maybe this is the home planet.
Father,
of
I'd like
this-
to ask to join Duncan.
I don't know. This is far more political than I was expecting.
When we get to Arrakis, we'll face enormous danger. We need to cultivate desert power by making an alliance with the Fremen.
If I'm not Dad, the future of House Atreides.
A great man doesn't seek to lead. He's called to it. And he answers. Your answer is no. You'll still be the only thing I ever needed you to be. My son.
Wait,
Oh,
that's
good
actually
Dad.
really cute. I was not expecting
I'm
that.
so shocked. This is so healthy.
I found my own way to it. Maybe you'll find yours.
This is like the opposite of every other typical narrative.
I know. I was.
Usually it's, you don't understand me, Dad. My dream isn't your dream, Dad.
Don't stand with your back to the door. Choose your blade.
Had quite a day, Gurney.
Jeez. Oh, it's like a shield.
Choreography, man.
Wow.
The slow blade penetrates the shield.
Do I understand what's going on? Not really, but I know we're training.
Yeah.
I have you.
It's such an interesting visual effect of these shields.
80 years, Arrakis belonged to House Harkonnen. They're not human, they're brutal. You have to be ready.
This feels like Star Wars meets Game of Thrones.
Yes, very much so.
That's the crossover that I'm feeling right now. Is I'm like, it's very political, and that's what all the and I guess Star Wars has its fair share of intergalactic politics as well. But it's interesting, this idea that in the future we've almost gone back to a more an older system of ruling.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than having an advanced government, we've kind of gone back to the olden times.
The last of our ships have left Arrakis.
When is a gift not a gift? The Atreides.
Is that Stellan Skarsgård?
The
It might
Emperor
be.
is a jealous man.
If you could tell me anyone in this movie is anyone, and I'd be like, okay, I'm sure they got that guy too.
Paul, wake up.
What's wrong?
Get dressed and come with me.
Hmm.
The Reverend Mother Goes to Limboheim is here.
Your mother asked me to check your vitals.
Hmm. How many languages does everybody speak? My goodness.
Yeah, I know. Oh, we're just like up in the ante in every possible way with this movie. They're like, you want world building? We'll give you world building. This world has its own kind of sign language.
I don't like that.
Leave us.
Ooh, I think Oh, I think this is a famous scene.
Come here. Kneel. Put your right hand in the box.
Oh, wait. Actually, maybe I do know about this scene.
This is in the original movie. Like, this is straight from the book. I don't know the context of it.
Poison needle.
Oh.
Remove your hand from the box, and you die.
What's in the box?
Pain.
Oh. Lovely. But, like, what's the reason for this?
What are you doing?
Yeah. It's so ritualistic. I wonder if it's like you need to be able to withstand it.
Oh. Silence.
I'd be scared of, like, shaking so much I'd poke myself on the needle.
I know. That was my first thought, is I would accidentally prick myself on it.
Fear's the mind killer.
It's just giving cult so badly. Ooh.
Enough. If you had been unable to control your impulses, we could not let you live. You inherit too much power.
Were they gonna kill him?
Because you are Jessica's son. You have more
if
than
he
one
couldn't pass the test?
Where do they get off naming characters Jessica randomly, like, and Paul? Where are these names coming from?
Everybody else's
on, like,
names.
Arrakis. Everything has like fancy names. And it's Jessica and Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about these dreams.
A girl on Arrakis.
Do you often dream things that happen just as you dreamed them?
Not exactly.
I hope you live.
What the heck? You woke him up in the middle of the night for that?
So much potential wasted in a male. You were told to bear only daughters, which you could produce the Kwisatz Haderach. If he is the one, he has a long way to go. On Arrakis, we have done all we can for you.
What does it mean? That I could be the one?
A mind powerful enough to bridge space and time.
What?
Past and future.
I'm just going with it at this point.
Some believe he's here.
They're having this conversation so far away from each other.
I know.
They have bagpipes? They almost look like dragonflies.
They really do.
What are they shouting?
Listen, Al-Gaib, voice from the outer world. It's their name for Messiah. That means the Bene Gesserit have been at work here.
You see what they've been told to say?
Everything's so sketchy.
Shield wall protects the city from the weather and the worms.
They are hyping these worms up too much, man.
The locals call the big one the Hand of God.
Have 2 moons?
So quiet.
That's what worries me too.
My lord, the sun's getting too high. We need to seal the doors.
I wonder how hot it gets on this planet.
Candidates for a housekeeper, my lady.
So I guess there's like other people on this world besides the Fremens.
Your name?
Yeah.
Shut up, mates, my lady. The rest of you may go. Thank you.
She can tell just by looking at you.
Fremen, I know that you have a weapon concealed in your bodies.
The weapon is meant as a gift, if you are truly the one.
Is that the lady who plays Queen Charlotte in Bridgerton? Have you
I
seen?
haven't seen Bridgerton, but I might know the character you're talking about because she does look quite familiar.
It's a grist knife.
Do you know its meaning?
It's a maker.
Oh.
Lisan al-Gaib, the mother and the son. It is yours.
Am I supposed to understand what's going on? Because I don't.
Hello.
Every time I see the name Paul in the subtitles on screen, it looks wrong.
20 palm trees. These are sacred.
It's the sandworm, capable of reaching 400 meters.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's gonna be a big boy.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping it was gonna be the sandworm from Beetlejuice, the stripy one that comes out.
What scant plant life exists on
I love that he just has like a machine that can like give him a little documentary about whatever he wants to know.
plants cling to life landscape.
Is it a camera?
Yeah, like a little.
Is it just a scary bug? Is it a bomb? What?
I'm so scared it's gonna come right at him.
Me too.
It's a hunter seeker.
Whoa.
Harkonnen agent was submitted into that hole 6 weeks ago. Sorry, I failed you today. There's no excuse.
They tried to take the life of my son! You want absolution? Go catch some spies.
I would have been dead for sure. I wouldn't have noticed that bug.
Oh, yeah.
Must leave. You can speak without fear.
I would have got down my electric flies swatty zapper thingy.
Activate silence.
Atreides would die in the dark.
Oh.
Duke Leto Atreides means nothing to our order. His wife is under our protection, and by extension, her son.
I give you my word.
He's be like, all right, kill all of them. As soon as she walks away.
No Atreides would live. I said I would not harm them. And the desert takes the weak. My Iraqis.
Tall boy, okay.
Harkonnens were taking 10 billion Solaris out of here every year. You won't see profits like that for a while. Not with the equipment they left us.
How bad is it?
Oh, I love his little umbrella.
These are spice silos. We're meant to fill every crate.
Hold on.
We haven't physically seen what the spice looks like yet, have we? We've just heard about it.
I want to see these harvesting fields myself. Have this judge of the change accompany us.
Oh.
For 4 weeks, I lived with the Fremen. Stilgar, the leader of that siege, has come with me to meet you, sire.
Who's it gonna be?
I know, who's it gonna be?
Stop there. Hey! Hey!
Oh, it's Javier Bardem.
As you come here for the spice, you take it, giving nothing in return.
Yep.
He knows.
True.
He knows what we're here for.
You've suffered.
I'm not argue with that.
At the hands of the Harkonnen. Name what you want.
They're like, you know what? We'll take the spice, and in return, we won't kill you.
Do not trespass in our lands. The desert was ours long before you came.
Teachers will be yours forever, and you will never be hunted while I govern here.
Okay, that's something.
I must go. That's all I have to say to you.
Won't you stay?
No, I have my doubts. This is not gonna go nearly as well as it should. I'm just waiting for like one wrong step or one miscommunication and just.
He said that he recognizes him. And I assume in the Fremen language, so nobody else really knows what he said. Oh my gosh.
It's a paracompass.
Fremen make these?
And still suits and sand compactors and all.
My God, man, you've gone native.
You admire them.
Well, yeah, they've managed to survive in this desert for thousands of years.
You wait till you see it. It's beautiful out there.
I feel like we're about to watch humans do what humans do for like the millionth time. It's okay. This takes place
140 degrees.
Stopped. Oh wow.
Whoa, that is very interesting.
The change, sire. Dr. Liet Kynes.
Your permission, sire, I must check the integrity of your suit.
Oh my gosh.
A still suit is a high-efficiency filtration system. Cools the body, recycles the water lost to sweat. You've worn a still suit before. Your desert boots are fitted slip fashion at the ankles. Who taught you to do that?
He's been dreaming about it for so long, he knows exactly what to do. Oh.
Are you Fremen? What would you do if your ornithopter went down out here?
You wouldn't want to go down out there. It's worm territory.
Uh-oh.
Foreshadowing.
That's one of your harvesters. You can see the spice scattered over the surface.
You can?
Yeah, where?
You see these spotter aircraft looking for worm sign. A sand wave moving toward the crawler.
Is that a worm?
Uh-oh.
Big one.
I think it is. It's an Alaskan bullworm.
How cold's Delta Ajax now?
Worm sign north and east of you. 3.7 kilometers.
What do they do?
They'll call a carryall to lift the crawler. There it is.
Uh-oh.
There's no, like, backup plan?
That's insane.
How many men on that crawler?
Crew of 21.
Our ships can take 6 each. It's still 3 short. We'll find a way.
Wait, that's so cool. The ships can dive like that?
Shield generators weigh 100 kilos each. Our escorts throw out the shield generators. Yes, sir.
Is that the spice? The, like, darker
That's gotta
stuff
be
in
the
there?
glitter.
The glitter?
Glitter sand, man.
Come on, crew. Let's go. Come on, come on.
Where are they?
Sir, it's protocol for a reason.
Damn the spice! I want every man off that crawler now!
Ugh. He's such a good, like...
He's a good person.
Like,
which is
I'm
shocking.
kind of... Yeah, exactly. I'm really surprised.
But that's why
by how
he's
good
a
he
good
is.
person. So of course there's something going on, you know, like under his nose. This that I can guess it in the situation. Like, of course there's stuff going on that he doesn't know about.
Or is he inhaling the whatever, the hallucinogenic spice?
Because I think he's already got these visions and stuff. I don't know, there seems to be like a very underlying kind of spiritual element to this, psychological, I don't know. So I'm wondering if there's some kind of a mystical element to him being here in the presence of these spikes, right? Like, is it gonna kind of make his vision stronger?
Dude. Oh my gosh. Go, go, go. Oh my gosh, it's right there. Oh my gosh.
I don't like this at all.
Bless the Maker and his water, and keep the world for his people.
Oh. Oh, I actually hate that.
It's very Sarlacc-esque.
Yes.
Dr. Kynes, everything they've left us is in shambles. We've been set up to fail.
I'm not here to take your part. Arrakis has seen men like you come.
Spice is a psychoactive chemical. You seem to be sensitive.
It was an allergic reaction. I had a vision.
What did you see?
I kind of don't trust his mom.
No,
like
neither.
I'm like, I don't know if you should be telling her all this stuff.
I don't trust any of this ooky spooky magic stuff. I trust people. Like, let's talk to each other. But the whole situation of like, oh, he's the one, or you were supposed to have a girl, you had like a responsibility. It's so culty.
Yeah, extremely. Oh.
It's confusing. I thought I saw my dad.
You know what? She's Zendaya. I'm sure she had her reasons. I can't.
I'm sure she had a good reason.
We need to hear both sides.
Well, he also said that not every single one of his visions and dreams actually happens.
Yeah. When, where? Some things, though.
Yeah, no, I'm much more frightened of.
I know you're pregnant.
With a girl?
I barely know that. It's only been a few weeks.
Oh? How old is he supposed to be? Like a teenager?
Know. It's one of these
18 or
things
something?
where I'm like, I don't even really have a solid understanding of like how similar to human beings these people are. This is me when I have an itch in the back of my throat.
I want to know who this emperor guy is.
Me too. I want to know so much about so much.
She's always in such distress, this poor woman.
I know, yeah.
Ever since you brought him before your Reverend Mother, he hasn't been the same. If anything happens, will you protect our son?
With my life.
I'm not asking his mother, I'm asking the Bene Gesserit. We thought we'd have more time.
Is something gonna happen to him?
I don't know. It's so... There's so much suspense and tension, and yet I could not for one moment tell you what I am tense or suspenseful about. I know something's gonna happen. Do I know what? No, I do not.
You need to sleep.
Should have married you.
I don't think she's... I think she's just Paul's mother. I don't think she's actually... this guy...
His wife?
I can't remember anyone's names. Yeah.
What?
I'm wondering if she may have almost been... It almost feels like she's, oh my gosh, what's the word for it? Not a surrogate, like a concubine type thing. Like,
Security.
This has gotta be a trap, right? Oh!
That's the poison dart, right? The insta-kill? Yeah.
It might be.
So this must be the Bene Gesserit.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a whole conspiracy, weird religious thing going on.
Sir, the shields come down.
Oh no. Are the worms gonna come too?
Whose ships are these?
I don't know. Is it the people that they recruited?
But again, my inability to remember names is not helping here.
Is it the Harkonnen? How do you say their name?
Harkonnen.
Yeah. Is it them? Okay, yeah, there's the other people, the new people that we recruited.
I'm sorry, my lord, but I've made a bargain with the Baron. The Harkonnens have my wife, Mona.
Oh.
For Paul, I'm going to replace the python heart. This tooth will crash, breathe out, and you will fill the air with poison. It will be your last breath.
Interesting. Paul's just sleeping through everything. I wonder where Jessica went? Oh my gosh. He survived. I honestly was not expecting that.
I don't know.
Did I speak too soon?
I was gonna say, I'm not feeling optimistic. The odds are not in our favor here.
Remove her gag.
Oh.
Shut up.
Remove her gag.
Nice.
Kill him! Set her free! Give me the knife!
Your pitch was too forced.
He got it to work. Is this the moment?
Listen.
They've crippled the ship.
Oh boy.
This is the Baron, right?
I guess so.
Will biting the tooth work from across the table? Or does
He's
he
gotta
need to be right up in his face?
Does he need
Go,
to get closer? Go.
He's gotta be really close, I guess. Oh. And this is like the longest dining table known to man.
Mm-hmm. What is this diamond that keeps popping up?
This marking.
There's an Atreides beacon in the front kit. God willing, they'll be able to find you.
Lord Baron, Dr. Yue. I jammed their comms and lowered the shield. Deliver my wife from her agony.
I forgot, he's super tall.
Ugh, he's so creepy. He's floaty too?
I think that's how, yeah.
I said I'd set her free. That you could join her.
Oh, probably killed her. It's gonna kill him.
So join her.
Why do we trust the word of crazy people in these movies? We're like, oh yeah, I bet he'll follow through and keep his promise. And...
Mm-hmm.
For hundreds of years, we've traded blood for blood. Your son is dead. Your concubine is dead.
Yep, you called it.
I know my vocab.
Is he gonna like get him to like come closer and be like, "What'd you say, bro?"
What did you say?
Wow, he got all of them. Wow.
So okay, it was at close range.
I gotta be honest though, that's a pretty metal way to go.
No, it totally is. Poison
Like
breath?
that was, yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Tell the great houses of the Landsrat how we were betrayed. The Emperor sent us here to die.
Yep.
Scusi?
Look at those hazmat suits. Insane. What? What? What was that?
Who was that?
You can't just cut away from that, you guys. What is going on?
Spice in the tent.
More spice means more visions of Zendaya.
Zendaya, yeah. Like, this is her whole entire role in this movie, I guess. Just visions of her.
Who?
Oh. Oh gosh.
War spreading across the universe like a flagellar fire. A warrior religion that waves the Atreides banner in my father's name.
What? What?
And you are the Duke, Paul Atreides. You know who you are.
Get off me!
You need to drink. Recycled water from the tank.
What? Oh, he's so cute.
That's Duncan.
are the odds of that?
Yeah, honestly.
My Lord Duke.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's the leader now.
Harkonnens hit every population center on the planet at once.
So, the Emperor's taken aside. The Emperor forbids me from saying anything at all.
And yet you risk your life to help.
Well, I don't know if it's to help all of you specifically. I think it might just be for you. Because we know, obviously, that there's, like, this prophecy about him, but, like, what specifically about this prophecy? Just that he's coming? But what's he gonna do? Or what he's supposed to do?
It's an old ecological testing station. They were meant to tame the planet, free the water locked beneath the sands. Then the spice was discovered.
Who are you to the Fremen?
That was a knowing smile.
I have absolutely no idea where this movie is going to go.
Would you bear witness, testify that the Emperor has moved against us here? And suppose I presented the Emperor with an alternative to chaos. The Emperor has no sons, and his daughters are yet to marry.
What?
Fremen speak of the Lisan al-Gaib.
Superstition.
Okay.
I know you loved a Fremen warrior and lost him in battle. I know you walk in two worlds and are known by many names.
Wait, this is crazy.
As Emperor Dr. Kynes, I can make a paradise for Arrakis with a wave of my hand.
Oh my gosh.
No! Duncan!
Oh no.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah.
He's locked the door.
This is a man with a plan.
They're like killing off everybody in this movie. Oh.
We have to go. We have no choice.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The coolest man
Just
ever.
run, yeah. Duncan is the real MVP.
Follow the light. You'll find a Thopter ready to fly. Storm out there is your best shot. About 5,000 meters, it's mostly dust. Find the Fremen. It only seats 2. I'll go to the next station.
They keep cutting back to that. Are the soldiers coming? Is that a rhythmic thing to attract a worm?
It's working on me. I like the rhythm. Maybe I'm a sandworm.
Oh no! I was not expecting
That
that.
was a misdirect, man.
I serve only one master. His name is Shai Hulud.
Oh my gosh.
Kynes
All these
and
people,
Duncan both getting the best.
they die
final
in such
moments of
great ways.
anyone. They do.
I still hate the sandworms. Yikes. Oh no!
We must move with the flow of the process.
He turned it off? This movie has such weird cuts.
Yeah. Who the heck is this kid?
I don't know what's going on.
We chased them into a Coriolis storm. Nothing survives such a storm.
How did he live?
Of course he did. It felt too quick.
He killed everybody else at least.
And the Fremen.
Kill them all.
Oh gosh.
We're above 5,000 meters.
Did the storm naturally just push them? Oh, they lost one. But they seem to be gliding just fine. Oh no.
We did it. Good job, team.
Mean, all things considered, that wasn't as rough of a landing as it could have been.
Not at all, no. Maybe sand is good to land on? I don't know.
Now we have to find the Fremen.
Oh, I don't like all the holes in the rocks. I kind of have like a little bit of trypophobia.
Oh, you don't like them?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's not great. We need the rocks. What was that? Momoa eyebrow?
That's what I was like, that looks like him, but...
Every time something appears on screen, I'm like, this movie feels like a test. How closely are you paying attention? Are you able to keep track of all these separate characters and plot points, Stella? No, I'm not.
I'm not, yeah.
I wonder if this is one of those movies that it makes a little sense to prepare for going in and be like, what is the world that I'm getting into here?
Maybe I need to just rewatch this movie like 14 more times.
Don't be frightened.
What?
You'll need to face your fears.
A friend will help you.
I will show you the ways of the desert. Duncan lived somewhere off that way. We're about to enter worm territory.
Ooh.
We'll have to walk like the Fremen do. It's called a sand walk. Okay, follow me. Do the same move.
Does it have to be like irregular, not rhythmic?
I think this is the right direction.
What do? It's not like you can run away or anything. I feel like staying still is kind of your best bet.
It's close by.
Gotta get to the rocks.
He's from sand.
Run!
Oh no! Oh no, oh no! How are you gonna outrun that thing?
Yeah, it's an Alaskan bullworm, you guys, so we can't do anything about it. And also, my first instinct would be to, like, evade, like, run to the side or something.
Come on, get to the rocks, get to the rocks. Oh. Oh, I don't like that.
It's a thumper. Someone set off a thumper.
Seeing it go from being above ground all the way into the sand is so much scarier than just the cloud of sand coming towards you.
Someone called it.
Is it Fremen people?
It's gotta be.
Run.
Yeah, no, I think we're okay.
You will only waste your body's water.
Is this Javier Bardem? His character? Yes, it is.
This is the boy I told you about. We can't touch him.
My thumper saved his life. He's not the one.
We have powerful friends.
What wealth can you offer beyond the water in your flesh?
Yikes.
Boy is young. He can't learn our ways. But the woman isn't trained. And too old to learn.
Yikes.
Rude.
Didn't you say you were a weirding woman and a fighter? Peace, woman. I judged hastily. Gira la sit stabra. Ivana lika satsiha.
I would not have let you hurt my friends.
That sounds like Zendaya.
You chose the hardest way up. Follow me.
Oh, this is so weird. He's like recognizing all these people from his dreams.
Give it to me.
I will not have them. I invoke the Untold.
The night is fading.
Then the sun will
Yeah.
witness this time.
Really, like, this is the time for a duel?
This is crazy. This is not the moment.
There are so many more important things than this.
I accept her, champion.
They're gonna fight?
Well,
Come
I
on,
was gonna say,
guys.
prepare to bite the dust, random guy. Random
But, like,
fucking dude.
in all of his, like, visions, he was helping him. So, like, is he gonna kill, like, is he actually gonna kill him? Like...
I mean, as of this moment, none of the visions have, like, proved to be true necessarily. Like, we haven't seen any moments that Paul foresaw happen.
That's true.
I don't know. I just have a lot of doubts about how this works, you know, and about the legitimacy of the visions.
When you take a life, you take your own. I don't believe you're the Lisan al-Gaib, but I want you to die with honor. This Chris knife was given to me by my great aunt. It's made from a tooth of Shai-Hulud, the great sandworm. Jonas is a good fighter. He won't let you suffer.
Oh my gosh.
I would dream about you, girl.
Girl, I'll bet you about you forever.
Girl. You know, how do you communicate this? In
No,
any
you don't.
way?
Yeah.
Everything that happens in this movie has come as an absolute shock to me. Nothing in this movie has gone as I expected. And at this point, these are going to be the craziest last 10 minutes of a movie. What is going to happen?
Good thing he's trained his whole life for this.
No yielding under the Amtal rule. Only death is the test of it.
What?
Paul has never killed a man.
Climb up.
What the heck? Oh my gosh. So basically your dreams mean nothing. Or your visions.
Kerry Makairak. You're one of us now. A life for a life.
Wow.
My father came, but for the strength of your people, my road leads into the desert.
What?
Who did?
Who is that? Who's riding on the sandworm?
This movie really said, Dune Part 2 coming to theaters near you in some year for an just an astronomical price.
Yeah, I think it's coming out at the end of this year. Dune 2.
Actually? They spat that out so fast.
Wow, so that was Dune.
Wow. That's a big movie. And I just mean that was a big movie.
It was a huge movie.
That was one of the biggest movies I've ever seen.
It had so much world building to do that I almost feel like nothing happened. Is that weird to say?
No, I don't. I think you're absolutely right. I think this felt like 2.5 hours of setup for another movie.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. I'm like, this is the intro.
Here's how I feel about movies like this. I'm definitely not the target audience because when it just in general, I need. I don't know. I'm a sucker for emotion and I'm a sucker for characters, and that is always what will keep me coming back. Is if you've got really, really strong, like relatable characters, you know. So I tend to like small stories. This is not that. This feels like a story of biblical proportions almost. This almost feels like a legend that would be told hundreds of years after this point. And it's almost as if they've made a movie about this like big historic event. You know what I mean? Like this feels like a revolutionary circumstance, which is really fascinating from a story perspective and from a world building perspective, but just does not, like, to me it feels almost like a history lesson, rather than entertainment. And while it's still entertaining, it's entertaining in the way that learning a history, and I find a lot of movies to be like this, actually. I find occasionally, like, the Lord of the Rings movies would feel like that as a kid, where I was like, and especially reading those books as a kid, there were times when I felt like I was reading like a historic text. I was like, there's just so much to learn and so much story and so much history. And I think for people who love that, it's wonderful, you know? And this seems like a fantastic movie for writers, for directors, for I don't even know, for historians. Like, it feels like a great movie for very smart people. But I don't think it's a lot of fun. Which, I don't know. No, people might get mad at me for asking for fun from a movie like this, you know? And it's Denis Villeneuve, and Denis Villeneuve is not a fun director. He's a director with vision, right? He doesn't go, oh, how do I keep my audience entertained? He puts really interesting ideas he visualizes really interesting ideas in a way that other directors just can't. And honestly, watching this, I felt like it was a dream. Like, this felt like so immersive that I just kind of felt like I was in a trance. I'm like, this is my vision.
It's almost like an art piece a little bit.
Yes, yeah.
And it was it was not at all what I was expecting. I think personally, I've only heard really, really good things about this movie.
Me too, yeah.
So I don't know why, but I guess not that I didn't enjoy it, but I think I expected to enjoy it a little bit more.
I think I expected it to be your run-of-the-mill movie. I think I expected it to be good for the reasons that other blockbusters are good. And it is good. You know, there's a lot of artistry, but I would say it's good for a very different reason than most sci-fi blockbusters are. Like and I would say most of these, you know, modern, I'm trying to think of big movies that have come out recently to great praise and stuff. You know, movies so the Batman came out right around the same time as this, which I think of as like entertainment movie. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This didn't feel like that. I almost don't want to say too much right now because I kind of want to I want to rewatch the movie a couple of times, but also don't know if I have it in me to rewatch this movie ever again because it's so long. But there's, I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot that I can't really put words to, which is a bummer because I want to give a more thorough review.
Yeah, it's hard to say because I feel like for, you know, movies like this, none of my questions have been answered. Like, no. I felt so confused the entire time. There wasn't like, oh, I'm kind of confused in the beginning. Oh, they slowly start to reveal a little more. I'm still very confused.
Yeah, and I have I feel like I have a very general sense of the stakes. You know what I mean? Like, obviously that we need to defeat the Emperor or overthrow the Emperor. And there's this weird, again, it feels biblical in that Paul almost feels like a religious figure in that they think he's the one and that he's I don't know, the hard to pronounce name that they said that I can't remember. That's the other thing. You cannot throw like a million different words at me. And I have this problem so often in books and TV shows and movies that have created their own planets or their own kind of systems.
Can't remember any names.
I can't remember any names. and you're like, and this is called this thing, and this has that name, and there's this religious order that's called these things. It really makes it so difficult for me as a reader, as a viewer, to follow along. And it's tough, I would say, as a writer, because the alternative is overdoing it, overdoing the explanation, right? And you know, if there's too much explaining, then it's just a 3-hour movie of why am I blanking on the word? You know the
exposition?
Word I'm thinking of. Exposition, thank you. I was just like explaining. But you know, you don't
maybe
want
that's why
movie
Paul and Jessica have those names. Maybe it's because I can remember Paul and Jessica.
Yeah, but also there's just like there's so many. There's also like different like names of people, not individuals, but like names of the groups of people that I'm trying to keep track of. And I wonder if maybe for someone like me who doesn't know anything about the pre-existing series, the franchise, the book, I don't know any information. Maybe it would have been wiser to watch this as a complete series when the second one is out. You know, I kind of feel like that maybe that's the way it's meant to be watched, and maybe that's the argument some people will make for why this one is maybe not as enjoyable for a casual viewer. But I think I don't know. I could keep talking. Movies like this, I can talk so much about them because they confuse me. Things that confuse me are the things that I will talk most about, always. And I think this is also a movie that you want to understand very badly, because it has like, it's I don't want to call it highbrow, but it definitely seems like it's meant to appeal to people who like to think. And so for me as a viewer, I'm like, I want to understand. I just don't know how much work I'm willing to put in as a casual viewer to get the most out of a piece of film. Do you know, does that make sense? And I think that's kind of that's what I'm struggling with right now, is it's like, do I go spend the next 2 hours researching everything and understanding the lore and understanding the history and understanding the material, or do I just let it go and say, oh, well, I'm not going to get this movie completely.
I'll watch the sequel later, yeah.
Exactly, that's how I feel. So I think it puts me in an interesting predicament, because my thirst for knowledge, my desire to know everything and feel smart wants to look up, like, all the explanations and I don't know, world building details that I might have missed and stuff. But also, I just spent 2.5 hours watching a movie. I don't want to do extra homework.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, honestly, I would be so excited and so interested to hear what people have to say. Obviously, you guys who are fans of the movies definitely know way more. I'm sure are like, why are you confused about these things? But, I mean, from that perspective, I'd be very interesting to hear, you know, what is it that you really love about this movie? What are maybe some things you don't like about this movie? I also think seeing it in theaters probably makes a big difference on the experience. So unfortunately, not a movie theater.
Yeah.
But yeah, just let us know in the comments. And yeah, I guess, you know, we can't really watch the second one until that comes out. So we're just going to have to kind of sit here and wait. But yeah, as always, the full-length reaction will be up on our Patreon if you'd like to check that out, along with early access to next week's reaction, this movie here. So please go check that out. As always, thank you so much for being here, joining us, and watching. And if you're new, consider sticking around, because we'd love to have you. And if you do stick around, we'll see you guys in the next reaction.